You like that? 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 You like that?
What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to talk Travis Hunter. Really excited to be able to talk about his game. I've been watching him since he was playing at Jackson State, and I've been excited for him to enter the NFL draft so I could break him down on the channel. So this first play here, they're coming out in cover 2, okay? So long down in distance. This is the first third down of the game. 3rd and 18. And so we got him here lined up in the slot. And so we'll see over the course of the video, he is not a guy that you're just going to say, okay, he can play on the outside. He can travel anywhere with the receivers. And if you've been on my Twitter, we did a breakdown of Will Johnson. Not a guy that I think should be, going into the slot and covering quick, shifty guys. Travis Hunter's on a whole nother level. He can go anywhere and cover anybody. Man coverage, zone coverage, slot, outside. He is incredible. So he's going to be the curl match defender on this play. And since it's a long down and distance, he can get a little bit more depth than you normally would as this defender. So he gets in his zone. Quarterback throws a really bad ball, throws a lollipop up here. But this showcases what makes him special. It's his hands and his ball skills. He is incredible when the ball is in the air. And we know that from the receiver stuff, right? Seeing him play receiver. That's why he won the Heisman, playing both positions at a high level. High points of football, really good catch here. And turnover. So we'll see it from the tight angle. Quarterback kind of just throws this one up here. And so it's impressive too because we get a little bit of friendly fire here, a little distraction drill. But it doesn't matter. Catches it through contact of his own teammate. Interception. All right, so this is the stuff that everybody wants to see, right? The man-to-man coverage, press man coverage. That is really what playing cornerback is all about. And so he is in press here. And so he plays mirror match press, right? He doesn't do bump and run. So y'all know, if you've been on the channel long enough, the bump and run stuff, that's my baby. I love bump and run man-to-man coverage, but he's more of a mirror match player. And for his skill set, I think it really works. So typically you want to stay square to the line of scrimmage and not open the gate like this. But he does this to invite these inside releases because he has the quickness to be able to get there. And a lot of guys that open the gate like this, they're not able to do this. And part of the reason why, you'll see over the course of the video that it's pretty clear that this is what he's doing, is that he always reacts to the inside release, right? It's never he's caught off guard. Typically guys get caught off guard, they get beat to the inside. He is never beat to the inside. So really good rep right there. And so on this next one, off coverage here. And so again, right, he opens the gate. Typically he does this in coverage for whatever reason. And his reaction time is just incredible, right? He opens that gate because he is inviting the guy to try to cut underneath him. And so typically a lot of guys, a lot of coaches, like, look at Alabama, right? They teach them to get into this half turn because they think the half turn is a little bit easier than the back pedal. So they teach them to get in this half turn so that the theory is that, like, if the guy cuts back inside, you're going to be able to cut him off. But so often I see guys get, guys going underneath them or going under and going over the top of them and around. And there's extra steps that you need to have to do when you do this. So you have to have elite hips to be able to play in this half turn. So that's why I'm more of a stay square kind of guy. But it doesn't really matter for Travis because every time his reaction time and his anticipation of when that in-breaker is coming is on point. He's in here on top of this receiver and then dominant at the catch point. All right. So it looks like he might have caught the ball, but he did not catch it. It hits the ground. You'll see it really well from the tight angle here. But this is just beautiful coverage and beautiful reaction to these inside releases. So you see here, gets in, and again, we see that high point, 2 hands on the football, strong hands, right? They're both battling for it. And you can see the little bobble there. The ball hits the ground on the bobble here. Hands come off the ball. Incomplete. And the ref even comes in and confirms this for us. So now we got him down here again, press coverage. And again, right? Inviting that outside release and then prepared for when he cuts back inside. And the beautiful thing about it too is we can see his route anticipation is incredible. He's reacting before the receiver makes the cut and the turn inside. And it's pretty consistent on tape. So we'll see it again. Opens that gate, gets two hands on. And then again, he's beating the receiver to the spot, right? This is really impressive stuff here, man. The anticipation, the route anticipation. He can feel second, the receiver's hips drop down. Where are his eyes? Going inside, looking for the quarterback to see. Is the ball coming back in here? Can I get an interception? All over it. Like, his ability to mirror and match at the top of the route is the best I've ever scouted. Best I've ever scouted, for sure. All right. So now, back to zone coverage. Just a really good disguise here. Looks like they're in all the man that they've been playing. He's in the slot. And what do? Rotate. They're playing cover 2, right? We got our 2 high safeties and our whole match defender here. So he is the curl match defender in this zone. And so he's pedaling, right? This is exactly where you want to be, right? You want to be in this 8 to 12 yards off the ball, right? You don't want to get deeper than that in a regular down and distance. And then he drives on the receiver, tackles him. And the thing that I really like about this play right here is, I wouldn't say he's the most physical DB out there, especially like, tackling running backs like on the perimeter, or like, I talked about this in my Will Johnson breakdown on Twitter. Like, if it's single width set, right, tight receiver, and he ends up having to turn into a linebacker in the box, that's not what you want with Travis Hunter. But with receivers, he is extremely physical when he tackles, right? Really impressive tackling. Look at how he ragdolls this receiver. This is pretty consistent when receivers catch the ball in his area. He ragdolls these guys and throws them to the ground. And I love the energy at the end of the play. Excitement, right? Let's go. So we'll be able to see it from the tight angle here. Beautiful coverage rotation in disguise. Ball's out. Throws him to the ground. Very physical. All right, this next one. Press coverage. And again, anticipates the route. On top of it, the hands are on the receiver, being super physical. And then the recovery. So he gets beat to the inside, right? And that's not where you want to be in man coverage. So he's outside leverage now. But the anticipation of the route and then the recovery speed and the explosion out of the break almost gets another interception here. It's really impressive stuff. Really impressive stuff. All right. So last clip here. We got him in press coverage. So free play for the offense. We get a jump off sides. Okay. So turns into a go route. Really good job of squeezing the receiver to the sideline, closing the distance, closing the space, gets hands on, attacks the football, rakes that opposite hand through with the tackle insurance that we always talk about. Very impressive stuff from Travis Hunter here, okay? So we'll be able to see it from this angle. Comes in, chest to chest, and then gets this hand on the backside, opposite hand raking through. Incomplete pass, right? So really impressive stuff from Travis Hunter. I'm going to definitely do some more Travis Hunter breakdowns because he is just an incredible corner. So be ready for those. And this is kicking off draft season. There's going to be more and more videos, more breakdowns. You're also going to want to be on Twitter because the Big Ten stuff usually gets taken down. If you notice, most of my Big Ten film doesn't end up staying on here for very long. So I've moved that over to Twitter. So you're going to want to follow me on there and follow me on here. Subscribe, do all that stuff, and come back for more breakdowns. So as always, you know what it is. Coach Williams, Ball Hawks, we fly. I'm out. Peace.